Cameron Payne. Onyeka Okongwu. DeJounte Murray. Jared Copeland. Mikal Bridges. Kristaps Porzingis. From the NBA champions, your Atlanta Hawks. Turn up from the NBA champions, your Atlanta Hawks.
This is it. Opening day. The regular season is set to begin, and we're thrilled to bring you all the live action right here on 2K Sports. With Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. In at small forward and power forward, it's Okoro and Mobley. Donovan Mitchell is out there with Garland. And it's Allen in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Hawks, Porzingis is out there with Kobe. Then it's Trae Young. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Rain Man in at the 2 guard. You can feel the excitement for the new season. And Greg, when you were playing, is there an opening day that really stands out in your mind?
Back in '95, I think it was, when we started the season with back-to-back wins, the team was feeling good. Then we promptly lost 21 straight.
Here's Rain Man. Inside, Culver. Mobley with the block.
Shooters have got to be careful and understand Evan Mobley is an elite shot blocker. He's going to let you feel him now, guys.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Bridges shot. Good.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Mitchell with it. To the inside. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Well, Okoro is a team-first guy that wants to involve his teammates. Pretty pass there.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Well, I was able to talk with J.B. Bickerstaff for a minute. He said a primary concern is to prevent those easy three-point looks from outside. He said closing out hard on the shooters is going to be the key. If they don't bother the shooters, he said, it's going to be a very long 4 quarters. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Devising a strategy to take away that three-point shot. So it's the Hawks now. Following the three-pointer by Donovan Mitchell. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
The Hawks shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Both free throws good from the Rain Man. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Garland the pass to Allen. Mitchell with it for the three. Another three for Cleveland.
Well, this guy came into the league as a volume three-point shooter. Now Donovan Mitchell's percentages have greatly improved. He has put in a ton of work, and it's paying dividends.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
And the way Trae Young, GA, is the focus of this offense. The numbers just pile up.
Yeah, I mean, they run so much through him. His usage rate is off the charts. Led the entire league in total points and total assists in 2022. And that hadn't been done in 49 years.
Hawks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Rain Man passes to Porzingis. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
And it's Mitchell with the ball for Cleveland. They trail by 3. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Feeds it to Mobley. Looking for Garland. He gets it there. Shot clock at 5. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Offline with his 3.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Pass to Okoro. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
It's good. And it's 8 points for Rain Man.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Okoro passes to Garland. Mitchell in the corner to end the drought. Drains it from beyond the arc. Mitchell's got 11 points.
Well, they're not behind because of this guy. He is putting on a tremendous run.
Here's Rain Man. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
The Cavaliers trail by 7. Passes to Mobley. Allen surveying the D. Here's Mitchell. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
Well, why did Donovan Mitchell win the dunk contest? Case in point right there.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Driving to the basket.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Cleveland has gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. We've got 1:08 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Mobley, and good work on the boards. They pick up a second chance points.
We know unequivocally Evan Mobley has length. He's got timing. This guy eats up rebounds.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. Here, matched up against Cleveland, is how they'll kick off the new season.
They take on a team they knocked out of the playoffs last season in the conference semis.
And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Porzingis. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Culver. Griffin's checked in for Mikal Bridges. And Murray's subbed in for Young. And then for Cleveland, Wade, he's checked in for Jared Allen. Johnson comes in for Isaac Okoro. And it's Gabe Vincent in for Garland. And stolen by Murray to the paint. And there's Okongwu. That's good on the assist by Murray.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Johnson outside. The pass to Vincent. Lets the three fly. Here's Mobley. And the layup's good off the glass.
Boy, defense making a valiant effort, truly, but Mobley with authority to his shot.
We've got 28 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Drainman. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's Vincent. He's covered by Murray. And now the fast break. Griffin with the ball. Hunter, no one around him. Again, the Hawks good for two.
And the defense has to recognize this. Hunter is a legit threat to shoot off the catch.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. Drills the three-pointer. Mitchell's got 16 points.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Hawks ahead, leading by 6. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this.
Please give a big round of applause.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
So on the floor for Cleveland, they've got Mobley. Vincent is out there with Mitchell. Then it's Johnson, and it's Law in at the three spot.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
The Cavaliers trail by 8. Mitchell looking it over. Poke loose. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Here's Rainman. Oh!
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Pass to Johnson. Here's Vincent. He's covered by Murray. Right at the free throw line. Off the left rim and out.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
And that one drops for him. Hunter's got the lead up to 12 now for Atlanta.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Cleveland's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. Teams nowadays tracking deflections in addition to steals. Were they something you were aware of when you played defense, Greg?
Even if they weren't tracked, they were valued. And I remember early in my career, that was something with the Knicks that would always emphasize, because deflections were a true indicator of activity, especially defensively.
Substitution on the court.
We've got 1:08 left now here in the second. Rain Man with the bucket.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Garland dishes to Wade. Pass to Mobley. Mitchell outside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Rain Man. That's his first foul. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Vincent's checked in. 43 seconds left in the first half of basketball. For 3, Mitchell. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
This is when it gets scary for defenses, because Donovan Mitchell is comfortable, he's in rhythm, and he's torching the defense right now.
Yeah, easy call.
The Hawks have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. That's good from the Rain Man. Hunter's checked in for Trae Young. That one misses.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Allen's shot is off.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And that one's good, Griffin.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
It's stolen. One-on-one fast break. Here's Rain Man. And again, Atlanta with the triple.
You know, a lot of coaches might let you hear it for taking the three-pointer on the break, but I like the decision there. The D had already collapsed inside.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. We've got more in store for you right after this. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been a clinic out there by Rain Man.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
They've got Young. Porzingis is out there with Culver. And it's Rain Man, and it's Bridges, and it's small forward. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
And staying healthy for Porzingis has been a challenge over his career. Not uncommon for players standing well above 7 feet. Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Here's Mitchell, out of hand on it.
Okay, how about the defensive effort from Jared Culver? What a rejection.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. There's the drive. Here's Rain Man. Chalk up 2 there. Rain Man's got 24. And in New York, even before his injuries, the front office voiced concerns about Porzingis' ability to stay healthy.
Well, the track record for players 7-2 and up, not great. In today's game, demands more movement from big men than ever before.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, this is exactly the kind of position you want Jared Allen shooting from, right? He gets excellent position, makes defenders nervous this close. Good job drawing that foul.
Indoors, hasn't it been fun watching the evolution of Jared Allen? My goodness.
It certainly has, Kevin. This guy has proven he is an all-star caliber player. We know he's a double-double machine. He prides himself on hitting the glass. Any center on any team is going to have a problem if he gets near the cup because of his shot-blocking ability. Boy, as slow a start as you could have, just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
Atlanta leading by 16. Down low, Culver, and then Culver with the dunk.
What a look. Young providing the dime. A really unselfish player.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Mitchell outside. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. Garland's got his 3rd assist on the night. And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
And he gets the bucket.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
The Cavaliers trail by 18. Shoots the 3. Again, Mitchell missing.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
Here's Rain Man. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot. Hot.
And the Hawks making a change here. Murray's checked in. There's Garland. Sweet little floater. And that's 10 points for Darius Garland.
Well, that's how you use the floater. Darius Garland gets into his bag.
Here's Rain Man, and he has 28 points for the game. Shoots, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. The Hawks have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game. The first one falls. The Gongwu is checked in for the Hawks. And good on the second, so he makes them both. The leadership of the NBA Players Association, Greg, has said they support expansion. And two cities which seem to be the leading candidates, Seattle and Las Vegas. What do you think?
Well, I love both. Had the good fortune of playing in both cities, and I'd love to see a team in my hometown. But bottom line, more teams means more jobs, and that's the sentiment I think most can get behind. He's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. Atlanta making some changes. Hunter's checked in for Porzingis. Griffin comes in for Bridges. On the court for Cleveland, the defensive pair in the post, Mobley and Allen. Mitchell is out there with Garland. And it's Johnson in at the three.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Offensive rebound. And that one, good. Allen's got 12 points in just the second half.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Atlanta.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort, a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Rain Man.
You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat.
Well, this is why you get the ball into Donovan Mitchell's hands as often as possible. 3-level scorer, ready on the catch. Beautiful.
Outside Garland, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Rain Man. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. And doors for Darius Garland, playing point guard, runs in the family.
That's exactly right, Kevin. Think about it. His father, Winston Garland, played 7 seasons in the NBA. And while Darius has always wanted to follow in his father's footsteps, Winston will be the first to tell you that young one is already better.
Passes it to Graham. Wound up there for Allen. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Rain Man. Sinks the three-pointer. Rain Man's got 43 points.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
The pass to Graham. Now here's Wright. Not a lot of room. Graham with the bucket.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Here's Payne. Here's Rain Man from deep. Basket good.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know.
Great choice. That's a difference maker.
Great choice. That's a difference maker.
A few weeks ago, we crowned the first female legend in NBA 2K23.
And shortly after, we caught up with her to congratulate her in person. Meet Aaliyah.
Today, we have Aaliyah from the NBA 2K community on 2K TV. Aaliyah, welcome.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all for having me here. This is such a big honor. I appreciate y'all for giving me this opportunity.
And obviously, we have to say congratulations on making legend in NBA 2K23. What does that mean to you?
I mean, it means so much to me. Year after year, I have hit legend. And, you know, everybody always asks me, why am I grinding 2K? And, you know, they always bring up the rewards every time I'm grinding to legend. And honestly, legend is more to me than the rewards that are given at the end. And it's a goal that I set for myself every year. I don't stop until I hit it. It's something that is an amazing thing that I always want to accomplish.
So you hit legend. What is the next goal?
I mean, this happened after I hit legend. So I am extremely happy to be here. And this wasn't something I was expecting.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome to the NBA Rising Stars Challenge, a game that has become such a special part of all-star festivities.
And that's really because it always provides us with such an entertaining look at the next generation of NBA stars. In a game like this where the pressure's off and it's all about having fun, I think we really get an opportunity to see just how skilled these young players are.
Exactly. I mean, nobody's going to get on top of you if you go behind your back or you try something out of the ordinary. And that means we get to see these young guys pull off some amazing plays in this game every year.
And now the opening lineup for Team World. We've got Tatum, and it's Udoh in at the point guard position.
And guys, since this game started back in '94, this has been a perfect warm-up for the All-Star game. I mean, it has all the fun and excitement of the big game with the added element of introducing some of the great young stars to the league's fans.
Now, here's Washington. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And no player in the league has done more to earn his spot in this game than he has. I mean, he's having a terrific season.
He sure is. Excellence on a consistent basis for him. I mean, he's been their rock all year.
USA shooting their first free throw of the night. On the free throw, no good. This really has become one of the signature events of All-Star Week. I know you love it, Greg. It gets everyone into the mood for all the festivities that are soon to come.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it's such a great way for these young players to show off some of the fancy moves that they wouldn't even dare to attempt in a regular season game.
Well, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Banchero passes to Washington. Kicks it out to Mullen. Pass to Banchero. Shot clock at 6. To the middle.
And it's just something about the Rising Stars Challenge. It gives each of these young players a chance to really do something special on a national stage, maybe for the first time in their professional careers.
Here's Mathurin after the made shot from Washington. To to the paint. Mathurin, good.
You know, I know his NBA career is just starting out, but he has been logging some veteran minutes in the regular season.
Well, in his short time in the league, Greg, he's earned the full confidence of the coaching staff. They're not afraid to use him in any situation.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
You brought the big stage these young guys around tonight. For so many of the fans, Greg, who are still, just getting familiar with these players, it really is a great welcome to the NBA moment.
It really is a showcase. And for each player, whether they have great moments or not, just being chosen to participate is a huge honor. And it says a lot about where they stand amongst their peers.
So it's USA now, following the three-pointer by Team World. And then Washington with the dunk.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Team World trails by 3. There's the pass to Mathurin. Here's Tatum. He's covered by Washington.
And we've got a collection of the greatest players in the world here. I mean, and playing in an event where they can really let it all hang out.
And that's exactly why we always come away with such great memories. I mean, because they really do try to give the fans as many highlights as possible. And they are the best players in the world.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Udo dishes to Tatum. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Now, here's Ivy. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And so it looks like it's still USA's ball.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Here's Banchero. It's a three-point game. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. In the corner, Daniels. That misses, had a chance to tie it there. Now USA with it. Banchero, that's good.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Team World trails by 5. Pass to Daniels. Good ball movement here by Team World. Feeds to Tatum. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Daniels has got 3 assists in the game. Outside Mullen to the inside. Look at that.
Oh, my goodness. Watch out. You know, we always get some great dunks in this game, and I think we can add that to the list.
Check out the reaction. Listen to that. I mean, that slam was a raise the roofer.
Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Down low. Oh, and it's sent back by Washington. That one, no good. So USA will take it the other way. Davis kicks to Ivy. Inside, Washington. And then Washington with the dunk.
Oh, and the crowd goes crazy after seeing that finish.
Yep, a throwdown appropriate for the occasion. That's how to get these fans revved up and excited.
Here is Daniels following the bucket by USA. Pass to Mathurin. Drills it from outside. Matherin's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Team World. To the inside. Here's Washington. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Second personal
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for USA.
Well, I've liked their assertiveness inside. They've been getting that way and playing that way the whole time, setting the tone right away that the inside area is their territory.
And I really like how they moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
Now here's Jang. Puts it up from 12. A rebound by Washington. USA leading by 4. Here's Payton. And then Washington with the dunk.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
2 minutes.
Here's Sharp.
2 minutes.
Back to Daniels. And here's Sharp. Just 5 on the clock. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Jabari Smith picks one up.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Second free throw, no good. So it's USA now. 6-point game. Down low, here's Washington. Rebound by Team World.
Well, he's certainly seen his share of the ball tonight.
I would say maybe more than his fair share. I mean, he's not going to make too many friends out there if he's not willing to spread that sugar a little bit.
Here's Jang. No points in the game yet for him. Goes up to the stripe. Here's Gornev. No good. Great defense that time from Washington. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
Here's Jang after the made shot from Washington. Team World with another miss.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often. And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
29 seconds left in the first quarter. A nice shot by Sohan.
You don't see that too often, the fadeaway shot when he's wide open.
Washington, that's good. 20 points for Mr. Incredible.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Now Jang. Here's Gornev. They get it back. It's not going to go for him. To the middle. Here's Washington. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. And now it's a 12-point USA lead. And it's USA up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. Back to the action in just a minute. Welcome back to this showcase of the amazing young talent in the NBA, the Rising Stars Challenge.
And it's not hard to tell just how much fun these young guys are having out there tonight.
That's exactly right. And the same goes for the fans. I mean, they're having a blast, too. What a terrific event this has been.
So, Team World's 5 right now. We've got Sharp, and it's Tatum in at the center.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
And, you know, the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full-force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
Here's Mathurin. He's got 8. Misses the hole, and he's now 3 for 4.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that.
That one goes in.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Now, here's Sharp. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. It's stolen by Banchero. Murray right side. Here's Washington. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Washington's got 4 points this quarter.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Here's Mathurin. Good ball movement here by Team World. To the paint. Udo, the pass to Sharp. 5 on the clock. Shot to stop the run. That shot is off. So USA will take it the other way. Passes it to Murray. Throws it up high. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Udo, the pass to Sharp. Here's Mathurin. Udo with the ball. He's guarded by Davis. Now, here's Sharp. 6 on the shot clock. Over Mullen. Team World with a fresh shot clock. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
That kind of energy and hustle on the glass usually produces good results.
Kicks to Banchero. Davis, the pass to Washington. And then Washington with the dunk.
Yeah, and the number of slams here we're seeing tonight off the chart.
Somebody forgot to tell these guys the dunk contest is on a different night.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
The 3 kept alive. Tatum makes it off the glass. Tatum's got 6 points.
And for a guy who hasn't been able to get a ton of minutes this season, great that he's had a chance to show off his skill set here tonight.
And he does have some skills to show off. I mean, his opportunity for more playing time is going to come soon enough. He just has to stay patient.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. And it's Sharp missing.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And it's Team World with the ball, following the bucket by USA. And here's Sharp. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. Udo, the pass to Tatum. Another shot. And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. Here's Davis. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Now the pass to Mathurin. A rebound by Washington. Washington's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. The offensive rebound, and the layup is good. Davis has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And now the first timeout called here for Team World. Mr. Incredible with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He's really taking it to him inside. They got to find a way to slow him down.
Ivy's checked in for Murray.
Substitution on the court. Substitution on the court.
And it's Team World with the ball. Pass to Udo. Will it go? A rebound by Washington.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Ivy. Washington trying to break free. The shot by Ivy, no good. Chang with the ball. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Fires for 3. Banchero grabs the board. So it's USA now. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Here's Washington, and then Washington with the dunk.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
Pass to Daniel. To the middle. Here's Sohan. Oh, and it's sent back by Washington.
And you know what? Defensively, both teams have picked it up as we've gotten a little deeper into this game.
A little more competitive fire and intensity being shown out there now.
Here is Daniels. Passes it to Fonjecchio. Clock at 4. Sohan. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that.
Oh my goodness.
Man. And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climber.
Now, here's Udo. And there's the pass to Fonjecchio. And it's off from three-point range. Now, here's Ivy. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. There's 1:17 left in the second quarter. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Now, Jang. Pass to Sohan. All sorts of time. No good off the back of the rim.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Pass to Jang. And here's Daniels. Pass to Sohan. Good ball movement here by Team World. Traps in the tray. Sohan's got 5 points in the quarter.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
Yeah, trying to get it all back in a hurry. And you're right on that, but these threes they're taking have not helped. They're trying to catch fire, and they've yet to find the match.
To the inside, 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And now USA on the break. Ivy leading the charge.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
It's Udo high post. Down low. A nice shot by Sohan. Sohan's got 9 points.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. USA ahead, delivering the blowout. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third.
Everyone get loud and put your hands together for your USA team dancers.
Quarter.
Everyone get loud and put your hands together for go.
And we're glad to have you along as we resume the action at the Rising Stars Challenge. Some great careers in store for these young men.
And what a showcase this game has been for the league's best and brightest young stars.
And, you know, one of my favorite things is seeing the camaraderie between the players. I mean, both of these teams really enjoying playing together and against each other.
Banchero out there with Davis. Then there's Washington. Then it's Ivy. And it's Mullen in at point. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Here is Daniels. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Here is Udo following the bucket by USA. The pass to Mathurin. Great tee that time from Davis. Now USA with it. Inside, Washington. And then Washington with the dunk.
Yep, he's their leading scorer in this game and has been the dominant figure today. No doubt about it.
Pass to Daniels. Here's Mathurin. Back to Daniels. And he gets it to go. Daniels has got his first basket of the night.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Now here is Mullen. To the inside. Here's Washington. Count it. Washington's got 40 points.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Banchero. First personal foul. First
Team World
foul.
shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Line for Team World. Taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
It's basically been all him. I mean, he scored most of the points himself.
Udo kicks to Daniels. To the middle, from 10 feet out. It's blocked. Now, here's Ivy. He's covered closely. Washington passes to Banchero. Rebound by Team World. Tatum's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Now, here's Udo. He's guarded by Davis. Outside Tatum. From the arc. Banchero grabs the board. Banchero's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Here's Washington. Count it. Washington's got 10 points in just the second half.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Looking to get back on track here. Oh, and it's sent back by Washington. Daniels, no good. Now USA with it. They're on a 12-4 run right now. The shot's good from Mullen.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
Still going hard, and that kind of energy and effort is how they built this lead.
Team World with another miss. Davis with it, now guarded by Tatum. Here's Washington, and that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Davis has got 4 assists in the game.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you. It has not been his game so far. I mean, he's trying his best, giving great effort, but little has gone his way.
Good on the bucket. Davis has got 6 points. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for USA.
They made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the chart.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
Banked in off the glass. He's got 8.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Pass to Matherin. Back to Udo. Outside Tatum. Trying to get something going. Doesn't go that time. Excellent D there from Washington.
Well, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. And tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
USA shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Johnny Davis. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And in today's NBA, there are more and more female coaches than ever before. And, Clark, that extends to the front office, too.
Kevin, I think it's a trend that'll continue. I mean, the NBA and society realizing that diversity in all of its forms is a real strength. And the growth of the women's game producing some outstanding coaching and front office candidates.
Now here's Jang. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And here's Daniels. The putback.
2 points. Jeremy Sohan.
So it's USA now. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. In the corner, Daniels. Passes to Sharp. Good ball movement here by Team World. Here is Daniels, covered by Payton. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by USA.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Washington, that's good.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Now here's Jang and the pass to Sharp. Here's Sohan. Shoots over Washington. 3-on-3. Fouled on the shot. Picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
First personal
Boy,
foul.
was that some by-the-book basketball or what? Blocks the shot, gets out in transition, and then finishes strong. From one end to the other, perfect.
For USA, they've hit half their free throws in this one, going 3 of 6 so far. And Washington, no good on that one. And it's Team World with the ball. 3-pointer, Daniels. A rebound by Washington.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Here's Reese. Rebound by Sohan.
You know, even though it's a point-blank range shot, that's not an easy one, especially when the defense is that tight.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
First personal foul. Second.
This is his
foul.
first chance at the line tonight.
At the line for Team World, Jeremy Sohan. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Holmgren, he's checked in for USA. So USA wins it.
What a terrific game. I tell you what, these young players are going to give us years of excitement to come. The future of the NBA is looking very bright with these guys, Kevin.
Terrific young players, it sure is. You're right, Greg. And this
All right. You're a 4 times logo legend. What keeps you coming back year after year?
I truly do love what I do, and I love 2K. I love playing the game, and I love achieving my goals. So honestly, being 4 times logo legend is something I dedicated myself to, and I had a lot of hard journeys getting here, and exceeding my limits I didn't even know I could exceed. I love it. I love playing it. I love grinding it. I love streaming it. I love the community I've built around 2K. And, you know, all my supporters always expect me to hit legend. They support me through my legend grind. And so
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome to our coverage of the NBA All-Star Game with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. This is Kevin Harlan.
And guys, this really sets up to be an incredible night in terms of excitement from the coaches to the players to us here in the booth. I mean, this is such a fantastic event to be a part of.
Guys, it really is the greatest all-star game in all the sports, in my opinion. We have the best players in the NBA at the peak of their powers. I mean, I can't wait to see what this year's game has in store for us.
A look at the West All-Stars starting group. We've got Antetokounmpo, Doncic out there with Kawhi Leonard. And it's LeBron James. And it's Jokic in at the 5 down low.
I love this event so much because it combines the world-class ability of these players with the freedom of the playground.
Yep, it's the greatest and certainly the most fun pickup game these players will ever play in.
And this has become one of the must-see events of the year, which is obvious by all the star power in attendance here tonight.
Well, certainly the Hollywood crowd is on hand, the biggest names from the sports world, music stars. Everybody wants to be a part of All-Star Week.
Now, here's Doncic, following the miss by Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, such a crafty move. That's an all-star game special right there, folks.
That certainly isn't any regular season move. I agree with that. I mean, you save that kind of move for the big stage of the All-Star Week.
What a look. Young providing the dime. A really unselfish player.
Outside Leonard. Oh, and it's sent back by Washington. Mitchell outside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on LeBron James.
And that's part of what Mitchell brings to the table. The willingness to operate on the perimeter or get in there and mix it up on the interior.
The East All-Stars shooting their first free throws of the game. First one falls for him. And Mitchell drops them both.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the West All-Stars. 4-point game. To the paint. Here's Jokic. Nice D from Washington.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here.
Such a selfless player. I love how Young stays consistent in how he involves his teammates.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
A little bit ago, Willie Green and I were able to chat. He was looking over the lineups and he said, I've never seen such even matchups all my life. The talent on both sides is just insane. I asked him if he had a game plan for tonight, and he told me, I thought about it, I have some ideas, but that's not what this is about. It's a showcase for the best of the best, guys.
Thank you, David. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Leonard. Another miss by Leonard.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that. And now that's what these people came to see, just punishing the rim.
Boy, that was tremendous. That one will be worth some points in the dunk contest.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Now, here's Doncic. Leonard, the pass to James. Some nice passing here by the West. Over in the corner, Doncic. Over Young, and it's Doncic. That time on the assist by Jokic. Doncic has got his second bucket. Pass to Washington. Lays it up off the glass.
And the first half of his season, boy, how special has it been? He has been on a rampage.
Yeah, and he's got tremendous talent, and when he's fully healthy and engaged, I mean, he's really impossible to stop. That's what we've been seeing this year from him.
Here's Jokic after the made shot from Washington. And it's Jokic missing. Here's Mitchell. Oh, Gordon!
Oh, my goodness! Are you kidding me? Woo!
Between the legs, and he dunks it home! The West trails by 10. Outside Leonard. Passes it to Jokic. A rebound by Washington.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
Here's LeBron. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic.
You know, it's so easy to take it for granted when Jokic makes a pass like this. The big fella has us spoiled with his passing ability. It is absolutely exquisite.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And a bucket like that one might be just what they need to cut into this lead.
Now, here's Mitchell. The pass to Washington. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 in the game.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, and that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
We've got Durant, Butler out there with Washington. Then it's Zach LaVine, and it's Young in at the 1 spot. So that's who the East All-Stars start the second with. LaVine, it's hauled in by Jokic. Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game.
LaVine wide open. Here's Washington. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
And, you know, the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full-force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
And this young man, a rising scorer who continues to improve. Gilgeous-Alexander may soon be the focal point of every opponent's scouting report.
The East making a switch. Harden's checked in. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. The East leading by 18. Pass to LaVine. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Here's Washington. Misses the baby hook. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the West All-Stars. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Boy, a wicked dunk by Leonard, showing this defense just how explosive he can be.
Down low. Washington inside. Jokic defending. Washington, that's good.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Doncic passes to Leonard. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Really confident from the interior because of his length and strength. Giannis feels like he can score from anywhere, anytime.
Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars. Mr. Incredible with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He's really taking it to him inside. They got to find a way to slow him down.
DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for Zach LaVine. The West All-Stars also with the sub. Irving's checked in. Outside Leonard. Harden against Irving. Here's Doncic. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. 6 points for Luka Doncic.
You know, Luka's one of those players where the mid-range shot is really a weapon for him, not just an afterthought. He is lights out from that distance.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Doncic finds Leonard. Back to Doncic. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
The West All-Stars making a switch here. Williamson's checked in. Here's Washington. He gets it in there. And that's now 20 points for Mr. Incredible.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Doncic passes to Leonard. Irving against Washington. Harden scanning the floor. Young outside. Good ball movement here by the East. It's Williamson, top of the key. Oh, and it's sent back by Washington. And the West can't hang on to the ball. And some changes here for the West All-Stars. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo, and James subbed in for Kawhi Leonard. The East leading by 20. Young passes to Harden. Passes it to Washington. That shot, no good. Good D by Embiid. On the wing, James. DeRozan defending. Oh, and it's sent back by Washington. And so it looks like it'll be still with the West All-Stars. Jared Allen's checked in for the East. The West All-Stars also changing it up. Davis is checked in for Zion Williamson. And Lillard. So it's the East All-Star with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. And you have to credit their defense for the job they've been doing against Irving. Kyrie's been almost invisible out there, and we don't say that very often. We'll return shortly.
Get ready for your East All-Star Dance Pack. Get ready for your East All-Star Dance Pack.
And it's time to strap in as we get set to bring you the explosive action of the second half of the All-Star game.
Yeah, and I'm looking for the temperature to start to rise here a little bit in this second half.
Yeah, I'm exactly with you there. I think we'll see a little less showmanship and a little more intensity from here on out.
And the West All-Stars looking at who they've got. Antetokounmpo is out there with LeBron James, and it's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Doncic, and it's Leonard in at the 2. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. James the pass to Doncic. From deep, Jokic. And they get it back. Out to Doncic. Over Young. Doncic with the bucket. Doncic has got 8 points.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Here's Washington. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. The West trails by 14. Here's Doncic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. 2 shots. It's going to be on Trae Young.
Doncic, because he's so skilled and so savvy, he does a nice job forcing the defense into tough spots when they're guarding him.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. To the inside. And then Washington with the dunk.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for the West. Doncic outside. The pass to Leonard. Back to Doncic. Clock at 6. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic.
Well, I like this execution coming out of the half. Solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
And Young kicks to Mitchell. Washington. And then Washington with the dunk.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
And here's James outside. It's good from long range. He has 5.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Pass to Washington. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Need more of this from Jokic. When he's active on defense, he's a capable shot blocker.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for 1 more.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop but then fail to block out.
Well, you know, that's the way it's going to be for them today, fellas. Can't sustain any momentum.
That free throw good from Washington. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Outside Leonard. Pass to James with the fadeaway. And it's the East with the rebound. Washington's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, you look at Durant, and it's obvious. He feels like he's got so much more to prove. I mean, he's as driven a player as you'll find in this league. That's part of his greatness.
And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Young pass to Washington. And then Washington with the dunk.
It's basically been all him. I mean, he scored most of the points himself.
The West trails by 18. Passes to James. Some nice passing here by the West. Doncic outside to end the run. A rebound by Washington. Washington's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
And at last they get one to fall.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
James outside. Leonard against Harden. Giannis inside. Out to Doncic. And it's the East with the rebound.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
The West trails by 20. Floats it up for James. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Superb timing by LeBron on that alley-oop.
And the East All-Stars decide to take their first time out here. Well, Greg, we're seeing high schoolers now making 6 figures to play basketball. I bet you wouldn't have minded that in your time, would you?
I tell you what, it beats delivering the newspaper, right? It's still...
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the East All-Stars.
They bullied the defense here in the paint. Look at all of those buckets inside. Just hard to defend in the paint.
Shout out to them for getting to the foul line. They've been the aggressors taking that ball to the basket, and they've been able to knock down a good percentage of those free throws.
And in this era of player movement, Greg, we're seeing guys often pick teams on fit or style of play. When they look at that, what are they looking into?
You want to have fun coming to work every day, Kevin. I mean, the money they're making, most guys are going to be set for life. But I think they recognize it's about the journey and who you have the opportunity to take that journey with.
Donovan Mitchell is out there with Durant. Then there's DeJounte Murray. Then there's Washington. And it's Young in at the point. That's the 5 out there for the East All-Stars. And so Doncic will bring it up for the West. Outside Irving. The pass to Jokic. LeBron James on the wing. The kick out to Irving. Doncic against Murray. Doncic, no good.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
2 shots.
Free throw drops for Mitchell. And the East All-Stars making a change here. Harden's checked in, and Mitchell drops them both. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Here's Irving. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
James Harden taking
that's what makes Kyrie Irving so hard to stop. I mean, you never know what he's going to do when he goes into his bag.
The West All-Stars making a switch here. Davis is checked in. He doesn't get the second one. And for a while there, Greg, it seemed like we were entering the super team era. But lately, homegrown talent, players you draft and develop or sign and develop, seems to be the way teams are going.
Yeah, and it's not easy to maintain a culture when you're bringing in stars from outside. We've seen some cautionary examples here of late.
James outside. Harden against Irving. Loads it up for Giannis. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Durant. Washington trying to break free. KD's shot is off. James outside. And it's slammed in by Davis.
It really doesn't matter what position LeBron is playing. The point, the 4 or the 5, James changes games with his passing ability.
It's stolen by Davis. Pass break. Here comes the West. LeBron kicks to Davis. LeBron trying to free himself up. And Davis with the basket on the assist by LeBron.
And that's a nice exchange between teammates there. I mean, they really work well together, whether it's All-Star Week or the regular season.
Really pretty fresh they get to share this stage together tonight. I mean, they both helped each other to get here, and now they're going to keep helping each other.
Shoots from 12. The rebound by Harden.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yes, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
6 to shoot. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. LeBron, that's a two-pointer. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. James has got 9 points now in just the second half. Mitchell outside. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Doncic outside. With the drive. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
Speedy drive by Doncic. That doesn't quite go together. He usually is going at his home pace, but he does take advantage of holes when he sees them.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And I just love his competitiveness he's showing there. Team might be down, but a drive like that could spark them.
Timeout called here by the East. They're going to talk it over. And the play-in tournament, Greg, is here to stay, but the terminology is somewhat in limbo. Is that going to be part of the playoffs?
You hear people say it's not the playoffs, it's the play-in. Maybe the term postseason should cover both the play-in and the playoffs. Something to think about.
And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Mr. Incredible.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
And the tradition and honor of just being invited to play here, let alone receiving honors of All-Star Game MVP. Just tremendous. In fact, one could argue he had a couple great candidates here, but he deserved it. LeBron passes to Giannis. Here's Jokic, and Jokic throws it down.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
To the paint, here's Washington, and then jammed down as he goes right over Jokic.
And these fans are getting treated to just some amazing aerial action in this game.
And that's the way it should be, right? I mean, it's All-Star Week. You don't lay it in, you punch it in.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. And there it is for him.
You know, guys, you look at Doncic, and he has really good size for a wing, which helps him have his way against most defenders.
Young passes to Mitchell. Young against Doncic. Here's Washington. That one doesn't drop. Now the West All-Stars the other way. Here's LeBron. Jokic trying to free himself up. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Washington. A big group substitution here for the East. Jared Allen's checked in for Washington. DeRozan comes in for Kevin Durant. Edwards has come in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's DeJounte Murray in for James Harden. The West also making some changes. Williamson is checked in for Jokic. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Leonard. And Lillard sub. So it's the East All-Stars winning this one easily.
And guys, while the result and the bragging rights go to the East, this was truly a night that belonged to the fans. I mean, it was another great showcase of the world-class talent across the NBA.
It seems to get better and better every year, doesn't it, Greg? Huh? So fun to watch. It was certainly a fun evening. We thank all of you for joining us and watching with us. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll see you again next time